Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and today I'm going to be checking out another product that I saw over on Temu, and it is a portable shoe dryer. Here it is, right here. So this thing was not expensive. It was about $14.99, so $15. And as usual with products that you see over on Temu, this is not the only kind, the only version of its kind. So I'm going to leave a link in the descriptions to where you can find this specific one if you are interested in it. And when I saw it, I was quite frankly fooled, because when I saw this knob on it that says 48 degrees Celsius, I thought that this was a display of some sort, even though it was only $15. But this is not a display, it is just a sticker. Instead, the way that the heat is controlled is with this old school dial that you have to turn, an old like clock timer that goes in increments from 30 minutes all the way up to 120 minutes. And the way that it works is after you plug it into the wall, you have these two arms here that you can just pull up, lay this down on a flat surface, and then you can just take a shoe like this and you just stick your shoe on it. And then it's supposed to dry it. So I am going to be putting this to the test. It's just going to be a really simple test. I know some people may work outdoors in some wet or muddy conditions or whatever, and you want to get your shoes dry. You want to get them dry within a reasonable amount of time. This might be something that you can check out if this works. And when you're done with it, it does have this little strap right here. So if you got like a hook or something, you can just hang it on that hook ready for the next go around. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pair of shoes. I'm going to get them nice and wet, plug this in, and quite simply just see how it works. There's no temperature control on this, so I'm assuming it's just going to stay at 48 degrees Celsius, but I'm going to start it off at 30 minutes and see how dry the shoes are, and then I'll just keep upping the time if necessary to see how long it takes to completely dry the shoe. So let's check it out. So I soaked those shoes pretty thoroughly, so let's just see how well it can do with the most thorough soaking that I could give it, soaking it down with the water hose. So there's one shoe. Doing this all with one hand. There we go. So I got both shoes on there like that, and let's set the timer for 30 minutes. Really do feel like it's going to take longer than 30 minutes considering how wet I made these shoes, but we'll come back and we'll see how well it does in a half hour. So our 30 minutes is up. Let me check these shoes. I don't expect them to be dry, but let me just check that out. See, there's a bit of water down there. Feeling the inside of them, yeah, most definitely not dry yet. Didn't think it was going to be, but as you can see, it kind of just gets off balance when there's only one shoe in there. So I'm going to need two hands to do this. So I'm going to start this up again, and this time I'm going to let this run for 60 minutes. So a total of an hour and a half to dry these completely soaked shoes, and we'll see what happens at that point. Now let's see where we are after an hour and a half, basically. Remember, this is going to topple over. Feels a little bit damp on the outside and the inside. The inside is mostly dry, like down where your actual, feet are going to go. This part, the sole, that's pretty much dry. It's still a little bit moist right along here. And like I said, the outside, it's not really damp, but it's just sort of cool to the touch. But as far as the inside of the shoe, it's, I would say, about 95% dry. So that's that shoe. Let's check this other one. This other shoe here. It's pretty much the same thing. Like, this part is still a little bit, tiny bit wet, but not a whole lot. The tongue here, also a little moist feeling. But the inside of the shoe is pretty much 95% dry. That's after an hour and a half. So, I'm just going to do this for, let's just do it for another 30 minutes. And, at that point, it should just be completely fine at that point for 2 hours of drying. But for an hour and a half, pretty much got the job done. So after 2 hours total of drying these shoes, I mean, these are good to go. They were good to go at an hour and a half, but now even more so. The inside of these shoes are completely dry, and this is from being just absolutely soaked with that water hose. Outside of the shoes, they also feel dry. Even up here, that was a little bit moist before. That extra 30 minutes came in handy, and now they feel just fine. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. So really, the only thing that I would say is when you have this plugged in and you have it generating the heat, just check in on it from time to time, make sure everything is good. I had this in my garage on a concrete floor, so it's not on carpet. But yeah, if you have a issue with wet shoes, if you work outside and you're in the mud or whatever, maybe get caught in the rain, you can have yourself one of these and dry your shoes in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And that's if they are completely soaked. If they aren't completely soaked, they'll be done even faster. So if you're interested in this, check out the link in the description and take you over to Temu. You'll see where this exact one is, and it was 15 bucks. So thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.